It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we've got Devontae Smith. He rises when it matters most as he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Eagles and the Vikings on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Let's go. They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. On first and 10, Knight. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Knight. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taking down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we just them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. it's loose. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense had to go over. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Throwing on first down, Knight. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That's good for 28 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, Knight. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
To throw on second down, Knight. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Strong numbers get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? Here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, Knight. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is certainly playing well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
After 7-3 the score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back to the Vikings offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A solid stiff arm. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Knight. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Looking to throw on second down. Knight. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 32 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra, they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first. Take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
There you go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Knight. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On second down, Cook. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back to throw. Knight. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Throwing again. Knight. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
24-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Check white. Ready, go.
Hands it off out of the gun. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He got 29 yards that time. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brown will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Eagle touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. He's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Looking to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Knight. And incomplete on the deep ball. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
They faced during this game when they give up a ton of yards downfield. There has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings
Return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And Cook has it left side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on second down, Knight. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That's a decent game here. It hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of this team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession. And the 38-yard line.
With that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty. We give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Flush, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So now the Eagles down by 12. A minute 12 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing to start the drive. Knight.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on third down. Knight. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.